What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bugs' DCS Cruise. For this one, we're going to do the Sam dance again with the SR-71. However, I did see a few of you guys' comments, and I took that into consideration, so we're going to try something a little different with this one. Once I unpause, I'll show you exactly what I'm looking at, but I did end up moving us quite a few miles away from any of the SAM sites for now. So we're going to be doing this in a reverse kind of thing. So instead of going from Al Dafara to Kasab, we're going to be taking off out of Bandar Abbas and going over to Al Dafara. So it's a little bit of the opposite, but we are on the other side of the water, so we are over in Iraq for this one. That should give us a little bit more time to get up to speed and up to altitude where the SR-71 really will shine. And then we'll see if we can use her speed to evade any of these SAMs. Nothing else has changed as far as our threats are concerned. So we still have our AAA batteries. They're going to be useless against us at the altitude we're at. But we still do have the 288 SA2s that we have to deal with, and the 24 SA3s to deal with. Hopefully this thing will get us through. I do love the Blackbird. She's an awesome jet. It should be quite the sight if it works out the right way and I play my cards right. It should be pretty awesome seeing the smoke trails coming up in the ground as we're outrunning them. I'm planning on getting this thing up to at least Mach 2, 2.5, but we'll see what we could do. So without any further ado, let's unpause. I will show you guys a quick F10 SA picture so you guys can see what I'm talking about, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so here we go. So we're here across the pond, so we should have a little bit more time to get up to altitude instead of taking off from here right into it. This might have a different outcome, I don't know, but let's see what we could do. It's still the same thing. We're going from here all the way down to here, and that's our landing area. So let's jump back into the cockpit. Let's get our nav stuff set up, and let's get out of here. We have 160 chaff bundles. Alright guys, let's go see what we could do. She sounds a little bit different. Oh, what on earth is going on here? There we go, nice and easy. There's that little bob that she's got to her. I like it. And for you guys that have the SR-71, taxiing can be a little bit of a pain, but once you see it start bobbing up and down like this, then we should be pretty well set off, so. do want to take off from this end of the runway, jump up that way, and then right over the water. Let's see what we can do here. And I'm really glad, and it makes me happy that you guys are enjoying the SR-71 content. I do love flying it. It's a fun airplane to fly. It's a little bit limited to what it could do and the role that it plays, but that doesn't mean anything. It's a badass airplane. Always has been, always will be. Just make sure we're going the right way here. We're looking good. Let's just bring her this way a little bit. Down the taxiway. And then bring her around. And there's a very good chance, more than likely, I'm going to stay in blower the entire time. So I want to get this thing as fast and as high as we possibly can to keep us out of harm's way, but we'll see how that works. Because as you guys know from watching my videos, I plan on one thing and the complete opposite happens, so... That's right. This place has 2 runways. Alright. So that was a little bit of a waste of time.
Field 1. Are you looking clear for takeoff? Field 1.
Actually, not really.
Takeoff ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.91.
Not really a waste of time. I have an idea. Hold on. No, just bear with me for a second, guys. I'm not going to say too much else throughout the taxi. I just want to get her lined up and ready to go, and then I'll be back with you guys. guys. Sometimes the taxi could take a little bit longer than you had planned, but that's alright. He cleared us for 2-1, but we're taking off 0-3, right? Notice that'll point us in the correct direction as to where we have to go.
Enfield 1, unable to clear for takeoff. Enfield 1, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.91.
Alright, guys. As long as I can get this thing to not do anything stupid on the rollout, we'll be alright. Okay. So, here we go. We're over here. We're facing this way. I'm going to take off, and then we're going to loop around, so that'll give us a little bit of clearance in time to get some altitude up. Nice easy turn to the right, and then we'll blow over the Strait of Hormuz, and we'll see what we could do. All right, here we go, guys. Here goes nothing. Blowers are plugged in, and we're rolling. Grab one. All right. Here we go. Yep. They are not happy to see us already. Alright, we're plugged into full blower, so let's hope for the best. Let's get our speed up. Alright, 1.0 mach. We're almost at 20,000 feet already. You have to remember that we do have the cruisers out in the water that will shoot at us. 53,000 and approaching 1.6 Mach. We should look pretty good. Yep, we're heading right towards it. All right, here we go. Very nice. All right. Now I gotta start paying attention. Here we go, guys. For a Mach 2.1. Good. .3 Mach, 53,000. I'm just gonna hug right along the coastline. Approaching 2.4 Mach. Alright, we're over bad guy territory now. Let's see if we can confuse them enough or moving fast enough where they can't lock onto us too easily. Approaching 2.5 Mach. Alright, 2.5 Mach. Not bad. It's exactly where I want it to be at this point. Perfect. And you guys can see it right there. We're at 2.5 Mach. 50,000 feet. I want to see if I can get her up a little faster. Yeah, now the cruisers are starting to paint us. I think we're moving a little too quick. Let's see. Yeah, I like it. Just pop a couple of chaff bundles just to confuse them a little bit. Wow, there's the split between Manat already. I think Jesus, this thing moves. Yeah, we're right over them. We are right over them, guys. Wow. So our speed is keeping us alive right now. I'm waiting for one of them to launch at us, but our priority threats keep shifting. I don't think they know what the hell's going on either. 2.5 mach at 55,000. Just broke 55 to 54 now. Jesus. I'm a little worried about our descent down. That's when I'm going to start to have to pay attention a little bit more. Yeah, I think we're moving too fast to get a good track on us. Awesome, perfect. All right, let's see where we are. All right, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Start our descent down nice and gentle. And I'm going to keep it plugged into full afterburn right now just until we can get ourselves out of harm's way if we need to. Should be pretty much, yep, we're right over where we gotta be. And there's Altafara right down there. So we're gonna start a nice easy orbit down. Alright, let's unplug the afterburner. Doesn't mean it's going to get any easier for us as we're trying to land, but we're going to try. We're still up at Mach right now, so, and altitude. Just pull the power back a little bit more, start slowing, there we go. Overshot it. Oh yeah, we did. Big time we did. Okay. It's alright though. I think we might have another winner here, guys. I really think we might. As long as I don't screw it up now. Stop losing sight of the damn runway. An airport would be more than helpful. Where the hell did this thing go? Oh, come on. Really? Tell me this thing's that friggin' long that it's overshooting that bad? Jesus. So now we're low enough. Let's see if we can get her slow enough that we can actually get the gear down. So I don't know what the gear speed is on this thing, and I really do not feel like over-speeding it. Let's see how we're looking. Alright, we're coming up to it now. Better not overshoot this friggin' thing again. There it is. Alright. Gear's coming. Alright guys, just bear with me for a minute. Let me just try and get this thing landed in one piece, and I will be back with you once we touch down. are, guys. Do not screw me at the last second. Don't do it. I don't think so. Nice try. And I am not doing a go around, so let's go. Nice and easy. Come on. Hopefully this thing can slow down quick enough, because this is not a long runway. Excellent. There we are. Nice and gentle on the landing, too. I like that. Alright, guys. Well, the SR-71 did it. She kept us alive. The ATC has to chime in like usual, but the old SR-71 got us through it, guys. Its speed and altitude most certainly is to thank for that. Let's go park this baby, shut her down. We didn't even put a dent in our fuel. That's pretty cool. Everything happened extremely quick in this one from the speeds that we were moving, so I like it, not bad. Let's go find a nice little spot to park at. Wherever that may be. No idea. Let's see, where could we go from here? What the hell? That's not going to be a good idea, so... Alright. You know what? We'll leave it right about here. That's good enough. We made it down. I am super happy about that. Alrighty. Well, that did it, guys. The SR-71 most certainly can do it. Just the right parameters, like everything else, but not bad. I really hope you guys enjoyed that part 2 with the SR-71. A little bit of a redemption from the first one. Not too bad. I'm happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. And until the next sortie, strap in, arm up the seat, and keep flying.